Which of these is not a the mobile phone app chords? Which of these pop star? Which of these Spanish phrase? Which of these is a type of French dressing? Which of these is a style of men's? Which of these can be called a? Which of these instruments has the most strings? Which of these is not a fixed date on the calendar? Which of these characters would not? Which of these films did John Travolta feature? Which of these birds can fly? Which of these was Nicole Kidman one? Something decennial occurred. In 1919 which of Tarantino's films was split? Which of these means very dry as in a desert? Open cast and deep level. Which of these was the type? A marinara is what type? Which of these famous artists was Dutch? Which of these martial arts? What type of creature is a horntail? Which of these is not one of the Kardashian? Chili con carne is a traditional dish. Which of these is a dialect word? Which of these is a large man? Which of these sportsmen? Which of these elements is a solid atom? What did the bee erect? Which of these is not a? What is Ezra Jack Keats' most famous children's book? Which Spanish singer's name literally means July churches? Over 70% of the mass of the sun is made up of what? Ships are tied up to the quayside by ropes secured to what? The game Speak Out includes 10 of what items? In Roman homes an atrium was what? What type of instrument is an ocarina? What type of instrument is an Blue whales feed primarily on what creatures? What part of an egg is used to make a Normandy fish sauce? Used in the Middle Ages, what type of weapon is a falchion? Which footballer was nicknamed the non-flying Dutchman? Which singer founded the Paisley Park record label in 19? What do you hold to your ear to supposedly hear the ocean? Louisiana gumbo can be described as what type of food? What are the names of Nicole Richie's 2 children? What are the names of Nicole Richie? In what Olympic sport could you perform a camel spin? Your closest relative is called your next of what? Where do pineapples grow? A pantechnicon was originally a van designed to do what? Entertainer Bing Crosby died just after finishing what? Who are the parents of North Saint Chicago and Son? The name of the skateboard trick 900 refers to what? What is the name for a young beaver? The holes in Swiss cheese are called what? Who fronts the band Radiohead? Josiah Wedgwood was a pioneer of what industry? What country has over 800 languages?